Greetings and salutes, one and all tree dwellers and non-tree dwellers. If you're not a tree dweller yet, go ahead, click the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Tactical, number 60. Episode number 60. Man, we've been going for a minute. But let's get into it, guys. Let's start like we usually always do. Scoot the mic closer, readjust some things, and let's get the tertiaries out of the way. As of today, we're at 841 subscribers. Whoo! Good job, everybody. Keep sharing the love, spreading the airsoft goodness, and bringing everybody to the Squirrely Nuts Airsoft. Because we got a little bit more to go to hit that 1,000 subscriber goal, where then we're going to set up the Kickstarter or GoFundMe, whichever one, and then we're all going to pitch in money and get that $150,000 mystery box truck, and then I'm going to give the whole damn thing away to the rest of you guys over time and giveaways. I'm going to build mystery boxes, give away stuff at events and at the field, all that good stuff. I'll go back to you. I'm not going to keep none of it. So, let's get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Keep on pushing. Push it. Let's see who's in the chat. All right, we got Black Bricks. What's going on, man? Good to see you over here. Lady Emery Draven, hello. Shadow Ghost, what's up, brother? DJ in the house. What's going on, my man? Cutter, good to see you like always. Young one, appreciate you. As always, happy to see you. I miss you in Discord, buddy. I know you work weird hours and all that stuff. Try to come hang out again when you can. We got Jason. What's up, brother? Always good to have you here. Jaw. Hello, like always. Mr. Henry Tinkler. I take my... Oh, your nighttime stuff. All right. Everybody seems the usual crowd has shuffled in. And guys, share this all over the place. Put it on Facebook. Bring more people in. Bring in your friends. Bring more. Let's grow this puppy. Let's get it going. Now, let's cruise through the rest of the tertiaries. Guys, like always, we're going to do the sales pitch. And again, I don't have a roadkill rag handy. I need to do better at prepping. But, all right, I'm going to post the link right here in the chat. There's a link to the Discord right there. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram, Squirrely Nuts Airsoft. With the spaces. Spelled the same as it is here, but go over there, hit me up in the DMs, or hit me up on Discord, and get you one of these Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patches. La, 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 la. They're amazing, they're beautiful, they're wonderful, they're 3-inch PVC glories with that beautiful hook backing, so you can stick it to whatever you really need to that the Velcro will stick to. They're $10 each. Hit me up on Discord or Instagram, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Hit me up. Get you one. Also, that is where you can order one of these beautiful babies, a custom tie-dye shamag. You get to pick your colors, and it will come to you. They are $45. Or you can get yourself a roadkill rag, call your hits in style, and make people laugh at the same time. Those are $5 each. Hit me up. Get your Squirrely Nuts Airsoft merch, and support the channel. Now that we got that out of the way, we got the 1,000 sub goal. All right, let's just crack on into it. Shadow Viper Cage, good to see you. All right, now I have a question to ask all of you. Have you thought about the events coming up in 2025 yet? Let's crack on into this. I want to get into this topic because I think we're going to have a good little discussion on this one. Guys, event promoters have been putting events up for 2025 for milsims and the like. And I have a collection set up to show y'all so we can talk about what's coming up in 2025 from a series of whole different airsoft events. So, again, I know there's a little delay with the chat, so I'm going to give you guys a minute. But go ahead and let me know, is there an event you're looking forward to in 2025? Are you looking to the future yet? Are you seeing with your mind's eye on which event you're going to go to and how much money you're going to spend? Because honestly, in prepping for this and pulling up the websites so I could show y'all the events, I saw ticket prices on some stuff that shocked me. Shocked me. Especially when it comes to one in particular that a lot of us kind of consider the mecca of milsims. But there's a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff coming. Looks like a lot of good times. A lot of traveling that I wish I had a lot more money to do. Everybody start playing the lottery so you can get all over the country to hit all these events. I mean, man, I tell you what, if I won the lottery right now, every event for 2025 that I could make it to that didn't like cross paths or coalesce with another one where I had time in between, I would hit every one possible. And I would take the whole year off, and y'all would get a whole year of airsoft events. So, you know what? The suspense is tingling in the air. So, let's just crack onto it. And we're going to get into what's coming up in 2025. So, click. Woo, look at that. First one on the docket. And let me start with saying that I am not sponsored by any of these people whatsoever. I'm not trying to get sponsored. I'm not trying to get clout with them. This is just me discussing airsoft events, whether they're competition or not, because I want to get you guys informed. If you don't know, these guys already have schedules out for you to go check out their events, and you can start pre-planning for 2025. I know which one you're talking about, and yes, price went way up. No, it wasn't the price went way up. It was other ones. We'll get to that, guys. We'll get to that. If you actually see the tabs across the top, you can kind of pre-read what we're getting into. I'm starting with Mirror Tactical. Not a favorite or anything, but I've gone to more of their events than anybody else right now. So it's the first one on the docket. It's the one that I usually share the most with everybody. It's ones that is a little bit more on the affordable side. So, here we got the list here. I hope y'all can read that. We got March through December 2025 through Mirror Tactical events. Red Dawn is their opener, as per usual, in Crete, Illinois. Crete. I'm probably butchering it. It's Crete. In Crete, Illinois. I don't remember the exact location where these are at, where all of these are at. I will keep you informed as best as I can on which ones are where. But that's usually their season opener. Homeland in South. I think that's in South Carolina. You know, now that I'm reading, I think there is a typo on their event calendar, and Homeland is South. Somewhere in the South. April 5th and 6th. April 12th and 13th. Actually, I'm kind of starting to mull this around in my brain because it was actually really affordable for me to go this year. Blacklist, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That is the abandoned insane asylum. Operation Blacklist, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That is the abandoned insane asylum. April 12th and 13th. The only thing that I might do different if I go to that one this year or the next year, I might get a hotel room. Because it's probably going to be wicked cold again, and it's super windy out there because it's just flat. I don't know. I guess it would have to like determine closer to the event if I decided to go, whether it'd be a hotel room or I'd be camping again. Maybe get a better tent for camping. Yeah, I don't know. It's potentially on the docket. There's discussions going on with another friend of mine who's a fellow YouTuber and teammate, where we're discussing today that we need to find an event that we both need to go to. So Sheboygan is on the docket. I will always put that on the list. It's going there. What, dude? That's a great time. And if any of you guys want to try to make that one and try to meet up with me there and try to make it a thing, let me know. Hit me up on Discord or the Instagram. We'll see what we can do. I will see what I can do. I'm also still trying to make a run to California in 2025, which we'll get into that later. moving down. May, we got Mohawk, Michigan. That's Sky Shield. I don't remember exactly where that's at. The MUTC, Butterville, Indiana at Homecoming, June. That is a Marine training facility, if I remember correctly. Cage, the Sheboygan, Wisconsin one for Blacklist. If price is the same, you're probably looking at like $150 to $175 for the weekend. If you guys in Cage, if you want me to keep you posted on everything, hit me up on Discord. We'll discuss. We will discuss. We tried making this a thing last year for a Task Force Shrubbery meetup. Young one and his boy did show up, which was a blast. That was awesome. He was the first one to ever receive an official receipt of a Task Force Shrubbery patch at an event. He was the first one to show up at an event for a Task Force Shrubbery, the first ever Task Force Shrubbery meetup. So, guys, maybe it might be something to be discussed. It might be something to be discussed. I kind of been thinking I might want to do a warmer, but who knows? Who knows? Because, yeah, Sheboygan for me is really close. And for Iowans, really close means within like 10 hours of a drive. And honestly, that was a stupid easy drive to do. All right. So, but yeah, guys, Discord, we will discuss events coming up, pre-plan, and all that jazz. Moving on, Crescent Directive in Crescent, Pennsylvania in July. Don't know exactly. I think that's a prison. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I know they do have an event at a prison. A couple of different people do. But that is in July. And that's going to be, man, in PA. Whew, that might be toasty. Toasty. Pandora's Box in LaPorte, Indiana. I believe that is the place that's got like the wooden castle. I've seen videos, and very cool field. One that I may eventually one of these days have to try to go. And then September 6th and 7th, we got Sheboygan, Wisconsin again. They usually hit the asylum twice a year, I've noticed, which is awesome. So if you don't make Blacklist and you still want to go play the asylum, you have it again in September. But as the chat has kind of discussed earlier with somebody has mentioned Shadowlands, which we'll get into that too. But Shadowlands goes on in September timeframe. It's not a solidified date, but it's there. Let's go on down the list. Keep on trucking. We got Honey Badger at Mouston, Wisconsin. Don't know exactly where that's at. That is in the beginning of October. Blackjack at LaPorte again. And Southern Watch for those down south in the Florida way. Immacolli. I am butchering that. I know I am. Immacolli, Florida. Ghost Cutter. Don't ridicule me too much. I had problems when I lived in Hawaii too at pronouncing things that looked weird like that. But Southern Watch, December 13th and 14th in Florida. That is the Mirror Tactical slate for 2025. They have lost a couple of locations. They used to do Burlington, Iowa. They abandoned Apollo High School, which I did do that last year. It was a blast. I'm glad I did. It is no longer a viable airsoft venue. So, unfortunately, that is gone off of their list. They usually do that one. They did that one in like July time frame usually, and then they would sometimes do a second one in the year as well. Unfortunately, the Apollo High School has been condemned officially, and yeah. So, that is the 2025 slate. You can find that at mirrortactical.com that you guys can see right there on the schedule. That is where they have all of their event information, their rule set, their waivers, and all that stuff where you can pre-order your things for the event as well as wait for them to go on sale. Tickets will probably go on sale for these guys with their events usually about 2 to 3 months out. So keep an eye on their website. Sign up for their emailing list if you want to be informed on any of those events coming up. In Mirror Tactical, they are awesome dudes. I've been to, like, the only milsims I've gone to so far have been mirror events, and yeah, I those guys are super cool. They're chill. I've gotten to know one dude, Jake, who is one of their admins, I would say. He was our CO. That dude, I did runs with him in Burlington, and he was my CO at Sheboygan last year. Dude is super chill and awesome. JK does a great job setting up these events and running them, and of course, just giving them the love they deserve. But yeah, that is what we got coming up for the slate in 2025 from Mirror Tactical. Now we're gonna go something more Midwestern for the next list, more my area specifically. This is one field in particular. This is their list. We're going to scroll on to Twin Cities Airsoft. This is in Minnesota. For me, it's only like a 3.5-hour drive away, roughly. I have yet to go up to Twin Cities Airsoft. If anybody here is in the chat or is watching who does go to Twin Cities Airsoft or has, please let me know if it's worth it. I'm still planning on going up there one of these days. I know a couple of airsofters up in that Minnesota way that I would like to maybe meet up with when I go up to Twin Cities. But they do have an event schedule because I guess this field is pretty large. I've seen some other YouTubers that play here, and I've watched their videos. This good-sized field. I can't tell you the layout for the life of me, but it's pretty decent size. Like they do an annual event, and I'll show you on their list here. Gets pretty big. Gets pretty big. So let's scroll on down. So we got walk-on days. Like they got their schedule up for just open game days as well. This is on their Facebook page. You can go on Facebook. It's Twin Cities Airsoft, based out of Minneapolis or based out of Minnesota. Go check them out. Oh, and Ghost just popped up in the chat. Southern Watch event is a closed prison. Now used for private security training. Oh, so Southern Watch for those guys, if you're going to a mirror event in Florida for that Southern Watch, it's an abandoned prison. Well, yeah, kind of an abandoned prison. But, whoo. Northeast event list. Jaw, we will get there. Bear with me. I did this one because I myself am located in the Midwest, and I would also like to help spread the info around here as best as possible. Let's keep rolling down. So they got a Christmas game in December. Uh, 2025 list of twin. Please share. What we got? Armageddon in May. Giant game. Yeah, giant game. Those giant games, I guess, they get in like over 1,000 players up at these giant games in May. I wish there was a better way to go through these. High intensity airsoft. Armageddon game. Let's see. Aftermath high intensity in May. It looks like these are events just through like the spring and stuff. And then we got the giant game Firestorm in September. High intensity airsoft. I've never been to any of their events, but yeah. So go ahead, go check these guys out on Facebook, and yeah, if you guys are in the area, check out their events. Go to their open plays. Check out their field. I like how they kind of put their walk-on open play days on their event list. Now, Jaw, you're talking about Northeast event list. I don't know any specific event coordinators or promoters for airsoft events that specifically cover that side of the country. But I can do this. Now, this is where you can find the event page for Operation Lion Claw's Military Simulation Series. These are the guys that I have found recently that have essentially, these are guys that do the malls. Like, if you guys do a lot of the YouTube cruising, go check out Operation Lion Claw stuff. They do a couple of events at abandoned malls. And trust me when I say I want to go to one of those. Really, really bad. I want to play in an abandoned mall like nobody's business. I also know Operation Lion Claw does stuff all over the country, but I've seen a lot more of them more eastern coast. So let's run down and see if we can't find something for you, Joe. So we got November 15th. That's coming up. Prim Outlet Mall, Operation Flamingo. Let's see. Where's this at? That's in Nevada, so no. Then we got Horn of Africa, Arabian Night, Blue Cow Movie Ranch. Let's see where this one's at. No! Open this one. And that one is in California. Okay. We got Thunderdome. That is at the Northgate Mall, which is in Durham, North Carolina. This is the one that I've actually seen a lot of videos on. But Operation Thunderdome, I've seen a lot of videos on. I've seen a lot of gameplay from this location, and this is the one that I would really like to go to. Thunderdome is February 21st. And then we got Operation Flamingo yet again in Nevada. And then LC 2024. Placeholder, so it's not for sure. Victorville, California, which is Georgia Air Force Base, which is an old training area. But that is what Operation Lion Claw has coming up. That is from November to May of 2025. I'm assuming. Just keep track of their Facebook page. And they will add more events as they come up. Hopefully one of these days I can coordinate a Task Force Shrubbery meetup at a Lion Claw series so we can play in the abandoned malls, guys. I really, really, really want to do that one. Yeah, I believe they also do one. There's a mall that they do an event in Pennsylvania as well. I think Frank Dad. If you guys don't know Frank Dad Airsoft, go check him out. I believe he has talked about going to that one. I don't know, but I could also be having it mixed up with another event promoter. But yeah, Operation Lion Claws. They also do have a website, but their website links tab links you straight to their Facebook page. So go check them out on Facebook, guys. Give them a follow, and keep tabs of their events as well. They're more milsim than other ones as well, from what I understand. So go give them a check out. Again, hopefully one of these days I will be able to make it to one of these abandoned mall games. All right, now this is where we're gonna get into the next one. Is the next tab. If you guys already can read it, you know what's coming. But this is where I was kind of shocked because I thought these tickets were way more expensive than what they are listed on their website. But guys, here we go. What I consider essentially one of the meccas of Milsim West. All right. So the first event they have listed on their site is April 4th in West Virginia. And guys, Milsim West, it's one of those things when you get on their website, they flat out tell you before you buy tickets, and you'll kind of see it on here. Read the tax op, read their rule set. Milsim West is the strictest Milsim in the U.S. They're also one of the most popular. They're really intense. They're 24 to 40 hour long continuous events. Like once you start, it doesn't stop. Like you pull shifts of sleep, guys. This stuff is it's that's why I consider it the mecca of Milsim. April. Now, this is where it got me. Look at that price of those tickets. Look at that price. I thought Milsim West was way higher than that, but it was $275. Now it's $185. Man, oh man, like for real. That is for I don't know specifics of if this is a 40-hour or 24 or like a 30-hour, but for $185 for like essentially up to 40 continuous hours of play, dude, that is a steal. This is where I was shocked. Really. Like Ghost in the chat put, I am training to be able to attend. Milsim West is one that I do know a lot of people train to prep to go to it because they tried to immerse you into the combat theater lifestyle in Milsim West as much as possible. So you ruck into your fob and everything. So yeah, there's some training that's going to be involved. I've even been considering myself, and I'm not one that usually works out too much anymore, but I myself am considering going back to the gym. So Milsim West may potentially be in the foreseeable future if I can get back into really good shape, that it's just going to be a one-line site of Milsim West event, and we will do a Task Force Shrubbery meetup, guys, and we will plan out a Milsim West. And that's going to be a lot of Discord discussions. When I decide to go to a Milsim West event, everybody who wants to come with, I do want to keep in strict contact with to make sure that we sign up properly so we're in the same squad and everything, and we're all on the same page when we get there. Because so far with the crew that we got with Team Shadow, we're good. We're solid. But that's all because most of us are veterans. So this is a way more intense event. Like we'll even discuss when it comes up to a Milsim West time, workout regimen beforehand, prep, what to bring, make sure you get the packing list right. And I would honestly suggest, guys, and I've seen a lot of people bring their like food in like cans or something like that because they don't want to eat MREs. Seriously, for Milsim West, just suck it up and get MREs. It's lighter, takes up less space, and it'll feed you the whole time. It's 40 hours. It's not like you're going to be out there for a week. Let's scroll on down, guys. Okay, this is out of order. February 21st and 23rd in Clovis, California would be the next one. The Kharkiv Hammer. And look at that price. $225 marked down to $150. Like, seriously? Milsim West has just become up on the list of this is going to just become easier to get to if these prices keep doing this. Dude. Let's see. The Shali Front, November, and that's in the MUTC in Indiana. That's the Mirror Tactical also uses that site for one of their events. But as like I said, that was if I remember correctly, that is a Marine training facility, or was a Marine training facility. So it's like got building facades and all that stuff, all built up in there. Yeah. As we continue down this Milsim West run, let's see the price on this one. $250. Okay, so that one is still full price. No sale on that yet. Oh, and it's sponsored by Evic and Amped. Wow, that's a good combo. Plus Elite Force. Whew. They do also have night vision rentals. And when I say the website tells you when you go to purchase the tickets, read the tax op. When I say they're strict, so if they're doing NATO and Rus 4, teams, when you're on the NATO side, you're limited to what type of airsoft replicas you can use. You can only use NATO approved airsoft replicas that are essentially used currently in NATO. And then if you're Rust 4, you are stuck to Rust 4 style weapons, which are pretty much AKs. But yeah, so when I reinforce what their website reinforce of read their tax op. Their tax op is their standard rules and everything, how it all goes. And when I say they're the most strict, it's for a reason, because it helps with the immersion. Really wants to suck you in. Like, I've seen plenty of videos, and you guys can find plenty of videos all over YouTube of people that go to Milsim West events. Go ahead and type it in and look it up. Not now, but later. But Milsim West, like, if you're down, you're down. Like, unless you get revived by a medic or whatever, and then you're down for so long, and then you have to walk all the way back to respawn. But you can also be searched. Your ammo is on you, so your ammo can be taken. Like, if you got a bottle of BBs in your bag, on your assault pack that's on you, because you're, like, pushing from one side to the other, and all you got is your assault pack, and you got all your extra BBs there, they can take those. It's intense. It's insane. I love it. I love it. I want to go so bad. And let's see. January. Wow. This is not in order at all. Oxford, January 11th to 12th, Oxford, North Carolina. The Raid. Good movie. And there's no price listed for that one. Oh, that must be like... Oh, that must be this January. So this already happened. And this says on the placard, a continuous 24-hour military simulation. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, 24 hours straight, guys. 24 hours straight. Yeah, that's Milsim West stuff. And like I said, I'm shocked at the prices that I saw with the reduced pricing. I'm very, very impressed with it. I thought Milsim West, and I've heard from other people that Milsim West was way more expensive than that, but I guess either they were misinformed or they had price hike tickets at the time, or last second purchases, I guess. I don't know if you can kidnap in. I don't know if they can take prisoners in Milsim West. Not sure. I know you can do it at Shadowlands. Speaking of which, let's just do this. We're gonna do this. Now, there is no listing yet for Shadowlands 2025, but I have it confirmed from sources that it is going to happen. There's no set date for it, but you can come to this website right here, teamshadowairsoft.com, and you can check out what happened this year at Shadowlands. And you can do the same thing with Shadowlands 2023. Read, catch up with the story, and just wait patiently for that Shadowlands 2025 sweet date to drop, and then get your tickets, because I can tell you right now, tickets are going to be limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So you're going to want to get in on. It's 3 factions. Pick your side now. Catch up on what happened this year, and just wait oh so patiently, because I know a bunch of people that are going to be going to Shadowlands 2025. If I can make it, I'm going to try to go. But with pre-plans and the cards, I don't know yet. Like, this is where you can get your Shadowlands mystery boxes and things, or your Team Shadow mystery boxes and things, and the merch from there as well. And you can go apply to the Team Shadow Airsoft team, where you can go and see a whole bunch of really cool people all over the website. Like, here, let me show y'all. Yep, I'm giving another plug to Team Shadow. So let's go to About Us. Look at that. Look at that group of guys right there. Look at that group of guys right there. That was taken at Shadowlands this year. Shadowlands 2024. That is TSA as we are at Shadowlands 2024. And you know what? Just because I'm here and we're tooting the horn of the team, giving a nice little plug in here, let's do this. So, in the photo, going left to right, we have Casper, or Shadow Wraith. We have Shadow Gremlin. We have Shadow Dragon, who is the man, the myth, and the legend behind TSA and Operation Shadowlands. Right next to him is Shadow Blade, or Mr. Cutter, or Sergeant Major, as we so eloquently called him on the field that day. Next to him is Shadow Ghost. And all you guys that are sitting there in the chat, shout out to all of you. Next to him is Shadow Legion. Then we got Shadow Viper. And then right there at the very end, you guys might recognize a familiar face. That is Shadow Squirrel. Me. This guy right here. But yeah, that was taken at Shadowlands 2024. This right here, this About You, About Us page, this is where you can apply to become part of Team Shadow Airsoft. And if you scroll down, you can get nice little bios of everybody who's currently on Team Shadow. I'll just scroll down for y'all. So we got, Shadow Dragon, Mr. Shadow Ranger, Shadow Lich, Spy Baroon? Okay. Shadow Gremlin. Hey, look at that guy. Mr. Shadow Blade. Jim the Mad Viking. Shadow Ghost. Shadow Paladin. Wraith. Shadow Legion. And right down here, this is where you can apply for the team. Apply for the team. So if you want to join Team Shadow Airsoft and join a community of super awesome airsoft dudes from all over the country, go ahead. Sign up right here, teamshadowairsoft.com. And while you're here, get yourself some merch. Check out the Shadowlands info and wait patiently for Shadowlands 2025. Oh, no, I do not want that. That is the wrong button. All right. We're back to cam 1. There we go. All right. You're welcome, Shadow Dragon, for the plug yet again. I had to. I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. You got to help the team out as much as possible because we want to grow the community of super awesome airsoft dudes and make it a whole lot better. My shamag is falling off, which is weird. But yeah, that is the slate that I know for a fact there are more airsoft events than that coming up in 2025 by other promoters and things. And there's stuff that isn't even listed yet. So keep your eyes out. If you guys want to share info of your local fields events or anything else, hit up the Discord. There is an event side to that on there. I think I need to update it actually. Ooh, excuse me. But please share events that you know might be coming up, either in comments here, in the Discord, on Instagram, anywhere. Let us know events around the country coming up for Airsoft. And that way, share and spread it around, get as many people as possible involved, showing up at these events and showing support for these events. That's the biggest thing why I wanted to share this. So, guys, keep these events going strong. Come up with your own. Get in touch with your local field. Come up with a really good field event idea and pitch it to your field and see if they'll host it. I mean, why not? It doesn't hurt to ask. I'm working on one. I really am. I don't know when I'm going to try to pull it off, but I'm working on one. There's so many irons in the fire. But as far as Shadowlands, for me currently, I don't know what is going on. Um, Things have been sorted out with the life situation with the new vehicle. So finances are starting to level. So I can start, dealing with things coming up for shipping stuff out and Christmas slash Yule for those like me who celebrate Yule. Um, but I would still like to stick to my guns and try to make a run to California next year myself. It wouldn't specifically be for one specific event, but it's a whole visit family thing. Plus, go to Airsoft GI, hit up an airsoft field, hang out with a bunch of you that I either have met or haven't met yet, because I know for a fact that if I make it back out to Cali way, Ackwright's going to show up, Casper's probably going to roll out, Dark Tree I know wants to meet up, Isaiah's from Airsoft GI, this is a queso, I know, that's got to do it. But eventually, I hope to next year at some point make it out to California. And if I do end up rolling to California, a lot of the other events may get pushed to the side and unable to attend because that's going to be an expensive trip. Shadowlands on April vacation. Jaw, I'm going to tell you this right now. Shadowlands will not happen in April. It will be in September. I have it from inside sources that it is Shadowlands is pre-planned to be set up around the same time it was in 2023 and 2024. So it's around the end of September. No dates are solidified yet, but I can for sure say it's going to be around the same time frame. So somewhere in the end of September, Shadowlands will be. Sorry, bud, but no April. Dark Tree is planning to go to Shadowlands next year, and I do know this, and I don't know when I will try to make the run to California. That's the thing. I don't know when it'll happen because it's getting the finances together to do such a thing. But for me, it's my mom is out in Cali, so and as of some of you know of the things and events that happened earlier in the year, I was out in California this year already, but it was family emergency things. So it's visiting family for me out there, and Airsoft is a delightful tag. Plus, I've also never really been to Southern California, so kind of another just like, let's go do it first. Yeah. If I can't make California happen, I will try to hit Shadowlands again, and maybe another event over the year. And if I do Shadowlands in 2025, this time around, one, we're not driving through a hurricane in 2025. Not happening. Two, we're avoiding Tennessee like the plague. Three, I will have a co-pilot. Somebody will be riding with me unless I can't force it, but I need a co-pilot because I wanted to vlog on that trip a lot more than I didn't actually. But driving cross country solo inside of inclement weather made that really impossible to do. So I would really appreciate if I go to Shadowlands next year, if I could have some sort of co-pilot, if possible. But I can't guarantee it. And that's even if I drive, because that took a lot out. But also, that's another reason for a co-pilot. Like, it's doing that drive by yourself. That was 19 and a half hours plus some because of weather and events. So Yeah, that's like pre-focusing planning if Shadowlands happens. Yeah, no. No, there's going to be a better plan in place. Way better plan. Way better plan. Young one. I'll ride with. Ooh, brother. And you know, I on the way out there, I skirt by Illinois. So you are kind of on the way, I believe. I know you. I believe you're Illinois area. I don't remember exactly. Like, it'd be kind of an offshoot, but we can make something happen. Or you could drive out here first. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, next time I definitely would like to have a co-pilot. That way, you know, I have extra set of hands in the car that can help operate camera things, and so vlogging can happen and pictures. Dude, I wanted to get pictures in the mountains so bad. I only got a couple, and they're not the greatest at all. I am from the land where smart is said smart and water is water. I know those areas. I know those areas. I may live in the Midwest, but I'm from the East Coast, buddy. Not originally from here at all. I'm from that northeastern territory of New York, Bill. Well, not northeastern territory, but you know, kind of centralized New York. Not New York City, but you know, I'm from the Syracuse area originally, so I know about the whole smart and water. that side of the country is a whole lot of entertainment with conversational pieces. Really is. Uh, Massachusetts. Yeah. Yeah. I know a few people from that way. Massachusetts. I know a few people from that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely smart and water. You got the Marky Mark language over there. But yeah, hopefully, Jaw, you'll make it down to Shadowlands one of these years. That would be awesome to see y'all. And I mean, I'm not gonna keep on harping on Shadowlands, but Shadowlands 2025. If everybody comes out in 2025 that said that they're gonna come out because they missed 2024, dude, that is going to be a banger. Like, we're gonna have to get like 3 Airbnbs that are all next to each other just so we can like all be in the same area. Or we could just get a brick of rooms from a hotel. I'll pitch in on that. But I think we're going to slowly... I think we're going to slowly going to wrap this up. Isn't just a weekend. No, it's not just a weekend. It's an adventure. But guys, we're going to slowly wrap this up tonight. In closing, I'm going to have to say, no matter which event you go to, or plan on going to, or share it with your friends, take as many people as possible, introduce somebody to Airsoft by taking them to a Milsim event. Even if it's not a Milsim event. I didn't even tap on what's coming up in 2025 at Bella Hack. That's not even Milsims. If you guys want me to do another video on more LARP-based stuff, or we can do a whole conversation, or we can do a whole episode talking about Bella Hack events and what would be prioritized over another one. I mean, let me know. Also, before I go, in closing as well, guys, I almost forgot to mention, Battle at Six Flags happened this year, which was an airsoft event put on by Mirror Tactical at the abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans. I have it from whispered sources currently. The people that helped set that event up is trying to do another one. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for another battle at Six Flags. Because if things go good, it's going to come up again. And that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I think, for that. I hope it becomes a permanent AO, but I highly doubt it. But that, if it pops up again, guys, keep your eyes and ears out and share it with everybody. Let them know as soon as it goes up. Because that one I will drop almost everything for and go. So, with that being said, guys, go ahead. If you're not subscribed already, I thank you for joining the stream. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Make sure you smash that like button on your way in or out. And I thank you all, amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. Join the Discord. Become a tree dweller. And like I always say, guys, until next time, never ever forget your battle cry.